How you doing, family? Um, God bless you. God bless your families. I'm doing pretty good. Today was basically a relaxed day. Um, I went to the gym and it was empty. I mean, there was hardly nobody. I was surprised, you know, because I said on a Friday, but and then again the weather and it was raining. So I really don't know, man. But I had a good workout. You know, I didn't have to wait too long to use machines. Cause like I said, there was hardly nobody there. But I went and I did a little back workout. You know, usually when the day is like this, I told you before, like them surgeries. When there's days like this, it's like I go through a whole bunch of pain, and I already know when it's gonna rain, or it's gonna snow, or it's just you know the weather is just like bad, and I can feel it. You know, that's the only problems that I have. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I have that really, really affects me in me um, achieving that 100% because I know that the things that I'm doing, I can do better. You know, um, there's so many workouts that I know how to do, and I can't do them right now because of certain ways that I have to move my body, and the operation that I had doesn't let me do that. There's only a certain. I mean, I can bend down, and but it's hard. It's hard to pick up my leg. I can bend down, but it's hard to pick up my leg because of the nerve that they damaged. But everything else I can do. But when it comes to squat, I'm a little scared, so I take it easy. I don't go too hard. But you know, I mean, I be feeling like that's why sometimes I tell you that sometimes I feel like I'm doing all this for nothing, man. But that's the mindset sometimes we get into. That's the mindset we get into. It's like we don't really look at the aspects of it. Like you're doing good, you're doing better than most, and and appreciate and have a lot of gratitude. You know, um, and I know sometimes by saying these things, people might think that I'm giving up. No, it's not that I'm giving up. It's that sometimes it gets hard. Sometimes it's difficult. And like I said, there's not too many people that I speak to. So, the only way that I can um, express my feelings is like this. So, at the beginning, I couldn't even do this because I was camera shy. You know, um, I was not looking at the bigger picture. I felt like, oh, I'm talking to a phone, and that's not the issue. You know, you got to see and understand that when you do things like this and you speak to people, that people are gonna see you around the world. Because I believe everybody looks at YouTube, and on some point in time, my videos has to pop up. And people probably just look at it and think it's garbage, so they keep scrolling. You know, and basically sometimes that's how it is. I put up a video um, that's from beginning to advance, and that video has like 400 and something views in one day. That's why I say that sometimes it depends on the content that you're putting up, because you can put a video today and it can go viral and blow up, because I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen, you know? But there's sometimes, like now, like myself, that you know, I'm creating videos and creating videos and creating videos, and I might get a couple of views, you know, some likes, but I'm not getting no subscribers. I'm not getting no subscribers, and I'm trying to figure a way where I can indulge myself and entertain my audience in another way, so I can have this support and they can subscribe to my channel, you know, so I can reach that goal that I'm trying to reach, you know, like everybody else, to get monetized, you know, and start earning, you know, and that is my goal, for the simple reason that, you know, there's a lot of things that I would like to do, you know, for one particular person in my life that I feel that I owe my life to, you know. Um, she sacrificed her whole life, you know, taking care of me. You understand? My best friend, she's my mom's, she's my father, she's my mother, and she's everything else to me. And I have never in my life has given her nothing but love. Yes, I've given her that, but I want to give her something else. I want her to be comfortable, you know. I want her to enjoy life a little more, because in reality, you know, we're struggling. We're here, you know. I'm trying my best to do something positive and get somewhere. That's why I motivate myself and I push myself. It's not that I wanna I don't wanna I don't wanna say you know, like, quitting is not my agenda. It's not in my agenda. But I would like for me to be in a position where I can make my mother either more comfortable or more happy, or you know, because right now, you know, there's certain things going on in the house, and you know, she's very frustrated with things that are going on, you know, with the other side of the family, you know, and you know, it's just everyday problems. But what I'm saying is that I want to give her a more comfortable life, you know, because she's never had that. You know, my mother has suffered a lot. I have suffered a lot. My mother has lost so much. She lost like 5 sisters in a matter of 3 years. You know, and she's the baby, and she's all I got. And I want to try my best to just give her a better life, man. And that's why I'm going to work hard, and I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do in order to achieve that goal. You know, um, and this is something that I say to myself. You know, I know for a fact that I can't do it alone. You understand what I'm saying? I know that's a fact. You know that I need you. You know, to help me reach that goal. You know, so what I want to do can come into a reality. You know, that is my struggle. That is my passion. That's why, you know, sometimes I get frustrated because I feel that it's not working. And I don't know, man. You know, sometimes I just say to myself, man, this world is unfair. But I'm not going to use that as an excuse, you know. And um, stop doing what I'm supposed to do. When I set out to take this challenge, I promised myself that I was gonna do everything in my power, that I was gonna succeed and I was gonna get to where I wanted to get in a year's time. So let's see. I've only been doing this for a couple of months and I'm still new to YouTube. I'm still new. I'm still learning. You know, like I said, I sit on my chair, I watch a lot of channels, and I try to learn from other creators, you know. And sometimes I've even tried some of the methods, bro, and strategies, but sometimes it's hard because I was never real too good with computers and things like that, but I've gotten way way better, way better. I'm doing things, I'm learning, and I'm trying new things, and my videos are getting better. I mean, I make videos like this on real time, but if you look at my videos in my computer, the videos I put in my computer, they are totally different. They are totally different. You understand? Because in the computer, there's places that I can go that I can make the video look a little better. With like signs like subscribe and like, you know. And I always say that. I always say that as a form of gratitude. Love, like, and subscribe. And if you have any comments, you can leave them in the comment section below. And like I was saying, there's people that do write to me. There's one in particular. I'm sorry, right now I'm lost for words. I forget the name, but there's one person in particular that writes to me, and she says she liked the curtains when I was sitting in my computer in my room. She says she likes the curtain, but it's love. It's love. It's like a support, man. And you feel that, and that gives me drive to keep doing what I'm doing. Just to hear people say things like that, just to say anything, because like that, I know that they're acknowledging some of the videos that I'm making, and sometimes even, you know, talking about things that a lot of people don't want to talk about. There's a lot of subjects a lot of people don't want to talk about, right? There's a lot of people out there that are um, in a place where they don't want to be, right? Especially up here, but they have no one to talk to. They have no one to take them out from that circumference, So sometimes I speak the way I speak, and the way the reason that I speak the way I do is because I'm speaking not only for myself but for others also. That's why I always tell you, my brothers, my sisters, you know, whatever you put your mind to, you can do. You know, there is no limits to what you can do. God did not put you in this world, you know, for nothing. You are valuable. You can reach your goal, whatever it is you want to do in life. And like I said, don't work out only the body, but work the mind. Because the mind can tell you a lot of things. The mind can make you think a lot of things. But what you gotta be focused more you know, is on you, on your goal, and on the man upstairs, because without him, none of this would be possible. Thank you. There's a lot of noise going on. Yes, I'm sitting in the park, but that's just why I like to make videos outside, sitting down and doing other things. I just came from the gym, so I'm very, very tired. I'm on my way home to take a nice hot shower and eat. Anyway, thank you. Please love, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much. May God bless you. May you have a great day. Blessings.